Hello and welcome to another Learn Sanskrit video. This time we are doing the first exercise video for lesson 9. And on screen here you have the PDF sheet that are available. It's not just one, it's actually two sheets. So one PDF is for the exercises that you can print out and you can solve them on your own, and then another PDF is for the complete answers to all the exercises. So 2 pages in each of the PDF documents, and you can find the link in the description, so you can go there if you want to do that. Another alternative is just simply to hand copy these sheets yourself if you want to do the exercises on your own before you proceed. So I have 2 pages, and I'm holding the video is screen for 5 seconds, and then I'll show you the next 5 seconds, and you can stop the video 2 times and sort of jot them down on your own sheet of paper. So 5 seconds A1, and now 5 seconds on A2 here. Okay, so let's start doing these exercises. So we have Acharya, well, not just that, but Acharya Smarati. Okay, so we transliterate when we come from Devanagari. Acharya Smarati. So there is a teacher, so the teacher and he remembers. And so this is our eswo line, or English Sanskrit word order. Okay, and then in English it will be the teacher remembers. Okay, so number 2. And before we go on, I'm just saying that these are quite simple exercises, and the reason for this is that they only cover the vocabulary in the lesson 9 itself. So that's always the case for a video which is based on A exercises, but we also have the B exercises, which are more demanding. So they are coming up in videos number 2 and 3, E2 and E3, for this lesson. Okay, so te bhavataha. Okay, so they too. But now the peculiarity here is that they too, the te here in the we are understanding that this is second person here, not because we have a te here, because te could very well be third plural. I'm sorry. So we're understanding that this is dual because of the ending taha. So that's the assumption. The assumption is that te is the subject, and that te is the explicit subject in bhavataha. Because that's, I mean, we only have had, we're only talking about nominative singular, and we have only talked about subjects, and we haven't talked in the course yet about accusative case or about objects of verbs and like that. So the assumption is that te is a clarification of the implicit noun in the so when I'm writing they two are, oops, once more, when I'm writing they two are, I'm assuming that they two here refers to they two here. And this tells me then that that this te must be either the feminine or the neuter, because they we have two te in the dual right here. So we don't know either of those, but at least what we know according to these circumstances is that te cannot be masculine. So we know more with a pronoun than if we were to skip the pronoun altogether. So the sentence bhavataha with a verb only, that would have told us less about who those two really are. Of course, we don't know much, because we just know that the grammatical gender of those two is either feminine or neuter, but still we do know more. Not enough though. But that's how this works. Okay, so now we are just simply on the English line. We're writing out they two, and then fn here, like that. And now that's done. Okay, and nripaha vadati. So we do our transliteration, nripaha vadati. So the king, he speaks, and in English the king speaks. Okay, number 4, te prichanti. Te prichanti, and in this case, this te, since we have the same assumption here that te is the subject of the sentence, since we have third person plural, we assume that this is the te, that is the masculine version. So there is no te masculine in the dual, but there is one in the plural. So then we have they all and what they're doing, they all ask. Like that, they all ask. And when we write this up, we have in English it comes like that. And then we have naraha, number 5, naraha gacchati. So we have one nara, and then he is doing something here, gacchati. So the man, the nara, the man, he goes. And in English, the man goes. All right, number 6, tau smarataha. Here in this sentence, the pronoun tau is relatively, it's not as frequent. There's no discrepancy or any possibility of mixing it up with, for instance, feminine. So we don't have to read what the verb says here. We don't have to do the same sort of reasoning that we did with up here in number 2, the sentence number 2 there. So we're not. So here's easier. So they two M. We know it's M here. And then we are remembering. Well, not we, but they two are. They two remember. They two remember, and we render this up in English as they two remember. Like that. Right, so that's page number 1 then, and then we go on to page number 2. The first one, the man goes, and now we come from English. So the first line is now an eswo line. English with Sanskrit word order. So we are grouping the noun and the article there, the man, and we are clarifying the verb. It's he goes. And we'll see what we have here. We have a man, or the man, naraha. And what is he doing? He's going, so it's gacchati. Naraha gacchati. And then we just write, write that in some reasonable Devanagari here. That's just too close. Gotcha. Like that. Naraha gachati. Number 2, they too ask. So they too F they to F they to ask. And we know that if it's a feminine and it's dual, as in this case, then it's a te for the pronoun. And the verb then will be pritchati, but in third person, pritchataha. And in Devanagari we pritchata. Something like that. Okay, number 3. The king remembers. So we are grouping our noun and article here, the king, and we are clarifying the verb. He remembers. And so we just now have to know the verb or the word nripaha in nominative singular, and he remembers. Okay, so it's smarati, like that, and we should have a semicolon there, and we and then there is some remembering, smarati. Okay, nripa, smarati. Number 4, they too N R. So eswo, they too N, they too R. And similar to the feminine there, we have te also for the neuter, te, and it's dual third person, bhavataha, te bhavataha, and te okay, so we have te bhavataha, something like that. Now in 5 the teacher speaks, so we're grouping the noun and the article, and we are clarifying the verb. He speaks. vocabulary of this lesson is acharya. So that fits well, acharya. And then he's speaking, vadati. Two long sounds there, like that. And the verb vadati. Acharya vadati. And then number 6, they to go. Let's see, then we have eswo line here, they to they to go. And we have tau, and then going here, someone is going, gacchati, but dual ending instead, gacchata. And in Devanagari, tau, gacchata. Gacchataha. Okay, so let's proofread this then. Naraha gacchati. Or maybe I should begin with, well, I can start with the second sheet now, and then let's just check in the answers here. Naraha gacchati, te prichataha, nripaha smarati, te bhavatah, acharya vadati, and tau gacchataha. And I'll do the first sheet as well here. So the teacher remembers, they to FNR, the king speaks, and they all ask, the man goes, and they to remember. Okay, so it's synced up with the PDF sheets, with the PDF documents, which you naturally can download if you want to revisit all of this. I thank you very much for having had the patience to listen to my exposition here, and I am in the midst now of preparing the other two more demanding exercises for you in upcoming 2 videos, 9E2 and 9E3. So I hope that you will be able to tune in here at that time, and until then, take care and have a great day. Bye bye.